Jason with ABS Supply, helping America have a blast since 2008. I've got some simple accessories that go on any blast pot, Schmidt or otherwise, to help you be more efficient, make more money, safer, and just generally make it a little bit easier on the operator out there doing this hard work every day. Let's go through these in no logical, common sense order. We're gonna pick through these accessories and go through them one at a time. Let's start with lids. Two styles. The Frisbee, make sure this is tied down really well if you're gonna go down the road, which is why there's an upgraded option with the hinged that is really nice. Look at this. Not only is it mounted to the pot so you don't lose it, it also stays up by itself while you're filling. And when you're done, simply put it back down. That is a great add-on to any pot. Not to mention screens. You ever get a chunk of a bag in your pot, shuts you down, piss you off? What about a dropped cigarette butt while you're smoking? All happens. But with this simple screen that just drops on top, we can solve all those issues. It also comes in different sizes. So let's talk about your nozzle and what you're using will match the size of the mesh screen to the project you're doing. Couplings. Still running those old standard couplings? Well, you should really think about changing. These little guys, the gaskets last forever. Simply put, the ID of these, the gasket and the coupling, is larger than your blast hose. All those other standard couplings that you buy from me and all the other distributors, those are smaller than your blast hose. Of course they're gonna wear out. Stop having downtime with that stuff and start using something more efficient today. Electric conversion kit upgrade. I cannot believe how many people do a disservice to their customers by not informing them of this option when you buy a blast pot or anytime. If you're trying to blast in the winter, you need one of these. If you're trying to blast with over 100 feet of blast hose, you need one of these. If you want to stop moving your pot around the job site and just run hose for 200, 300, 400 feet, you can do that with one of these. Call us. We can show you how to fit this on any blast pot and turn it from a pneumatic controls with the twin line to one 14-2 more durable, reliable piece of wire. The VBS2, this little bad boy, volumetric blowdown system. What does that mean? It's a muffler and it works really, really well. But I can not only put this on my Schmidt pot, I can put this on your Klemco, your Pirate, your Empire, your Marco, you name it. We can try and fit it on there. If you have a pressure release pot and it's blowing down, making noise all the time, shattering your eardrums, pissing people off, this not only will make it easier on your operators, but everyone else on the job site around you will be thankful that you've got it. Try one today. Pressure regulators. Anyone that's a job shop blaster, does any kind of contract work, this is a must and a very smart add-on. But it's not just enough to just put this in front of your pot. That only does half the job of the regulator can do. Because like this pot and many other pots, there's a threshold for how low your pressure can go before your valves stop working. So there's a simple little fix. We need to take the source air for your grit valves upstream of the regulator. Now we can turn your blast pot down to 20 PSI, still blasting, while your valves get 120 PSI and run at full pressure. So you do not have to worry about destroying that 64 Mustang hood or blasting the hell out of some nice old lady's log home. Abrasive cutoff switch. Really nice slick adder. If you have a blast room and don't have one of these, get it today. It's ridiculous that you don't. This, with the flip of a switch, we can take your blast pot and turn it into a blowgun. So we just simply, with an extra control valve, this switch and some wire, we shut off the grit to your pot and give you just air at the flick of a switch right out that the operator could do at the nozzle. Pop up an O-ring. So you do blast at low pressures. You've got one of these regulators. You've got an old standard pot. Let's add this to it. This fast seal, it's lighter, smaller, with more volume pressure between the shaft and your fill tube. This will pop up faster and under lower pressures. Matched with the skirted, next to the extra addition, skirted O-ring. Very nice for low pressure blasting and a must if you're going to blast at extreme low pressures. Blast light. Let's shed a little light on the subject. A little dark, in confined space, can't do it. There's some really nice lights out there. Yes, there are brighter ones than this, but I'm a fan of this one because it's field repairable. I don't have to send it back into the factory to get it fixed for them to tell me it doesn't work and they want me to buy a new one. I can fix it myself in the field. We have all the parts, pieces, supplies here. It's simple. Western Tech. Union M ball valve. Disclaimer here, if you have enough room under your pot, it takes 12 to 13 inches, depending on the valves, to put one of these under a pot with the grit valve. But simply put, you can shut the abrasive off with this ball valve and then quick drop down your grit valve. So when I need to get that piece of bag out of there or that cigarette butt because I didn't buy a screen or my valve just simply breaks down, I can take it off, work on it, without draining all the grit out of my pot. You use this once and it's already paid for itself in time and labor savings. Probably the cheapest, simplest, and the one upgrade that the guys on your crew will thank you for the most, the Surefit manway gasket. If you've ever put one of these on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It takes 3 hands to hold this thing in place while putting the manway gasket in position. Now, Schmidt has come out with a simple answer, the Surefit. It clips on the outside ring of the handway, so you can simply just put it in and not worry about the position of this and did it seal. The BAABS. This is a fun little accessory, new by Schmidt in the last couple years. Badass blasting system right here. This little bad boy comes in pneumatic or electric with a cymbal trigger grip. This is an optional accessory, the hand, like it. The shoulder mount is adjustable, so you can put it, absorbs all the thrust on the core of your body and not on your arms. The blast light, extra added option, so wherever you're pointing your hose, your nozzle, the light is going. Simple, effective, adjustable, modular, badass blasting from Schmidt. This one doesn't really go on the pot, but it's been such a hot topic or recently commented on that I want to put it in our accessories series here, the wind nozzle. I'm telling you right now, you do not need to go out and buy a specialty pot just for wet blasting. You can accessorize any dry pot, be it a Schmidt or one of those other brands that we talk about, with this nozzle. Water hose hooks up here. You got a needle valve for flow control, injects the water right into the venturi of your nozzle, making you into a wet blaster. High flow auto air valve. I like this, have been a big fan of it for many years. If you're using a number 7 nozzle or larger, this will benefit you from a production standpoint. You will get more done every day. And even if you're using a smaller nozzle, it's a more durable, more reliable, heavier duty version of the standard auto air valve. This is the same valve used by several manufacturers on every pressure hold pot. So if you've got a pressure hold pot and you're tired of replacing those weak little diaphragms or the stems in the shaft, this is just the big brother version, more durable. But with 7s and 8s, it'll make you more money by helping you go 5 to 10% faster all day, every day, because of the airflow. If you've got any questions on these accessories or any other ones that I didn't cover, do not hesitate to give us a call. 877-909-7848. Myself or anyone at our shop would be glad to talk to you about them. Thanks for watching. This has been the Accessory Showdown with Jason at ABS Supply. I hope you had a blast.